fluff, no bullshit.
Hello there, guys. Today, I'm going to introduce you to my friend and colleague, Arian Okresa here.
Oh my God, this is the first time you've said my last name.
Hey, I've been fucking practicing, man. So Arian is from Croatia, which he thinks is in Western Europe. We've had this conversation go on for about a week now. But anyway, he keeps on saying it's in Western Europe, where you guys check it out for yourself. Anyway, what we're going to be talking about today is Badass Labs, which is our brand, and how we came up with it, how the fuck we thought about the first product that's going to be going on, and how it's going actually. Because it's already live. It's been live for a month now. We've got some exciting things to share with you. So, all right, Arian, you want to introduce yourself and your background and say like where you're coming from? I know
I have to do like the university, a CV, and everything.
See, like I know it's not exciting, like your background and everything, but you know the people want to hear you.
Really?
All right, go ahead.
So, as Todor said, I am from West Europe, not unlike him.
God.
And what we do is we manufacture car care. We've been doing this for a better part of the last 20 years now. A family business, my family, and I'm the next generation. So,
oh my God, that's the next generation. You know,
God help
coming.
us all. God help us all.
God help us all. All right.
So, we've gotten into this project. What was it? 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
Fuck, it was too long ago, man. Like, we've just started. It's just been going on for a month, and we've been in development for 3 years, man.
Yeah, something like that.
This is what I've been talking to you about in the previous episodes, by the way. Like, procrastinating, you know? Like, that's it.
We're good at this. But
we're very good at this.
It was worth the time and the wait.
That's true.
So, let's talk about Badass Labs.
All right. Okay, so, first of all, let me tell you how we all met. Okay,
that's a good story.
That's a good story. I mean, Crystal, my partner, brought Arian, his dad,
my dad,
Teo and his dad, and their dads are partners, into this big factory for chemical products, right?
Yeah,
which is based in
West Europe. Northern Croatia.
Yeah,
Northern
Croatia. What's the name of the town? Come on,
Donja Dubrava.
Donja Dubrava. Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
better than Levski.
It always sounds funny to me. Donja Dubrava. Anyway, so they come to us because they heard that we were good at branding, and that we could do like a good sort of look for their products. Because apparently, even though they've been in this business for over 20 years, I mean, they're very good at R&D and creating new products, creating new...
Manufacturing.
Of course, but mainly like the R&D, the manufacturing is like the easier part. Once you cook up whatever needs to be done, I think that's where you guys are.
It's an really 80-20 thing, like...
All right.
80-20, basically.
Principle of Pareto.
Yeah.
So, they came to us because apparently, even though they can do really good car care products, they were really shit at marketing and really shit at branding. Hey, that's your words, not mine. So anyway, they came to us to sort of fix the way that their products look. And we sat down. The office back at this time was my house. And we were actually...
The back of your house.
Well, no. The first 2 floors of the house... were the office, and then in the garden we had this like common area where we sat down in the backyard and we started talking about this. And I told him, listen, dude, there's so many fucking car care brands out there, and they all look the same to me. Like this Turtle Wax, Sonax,
it's all
this
black,
shit.
it's dark, it
doesn't matter
boring.
If it's black and dark. It's just like fucking generic. It's all generic.
It's very
boring.
I
told him, dude, I'm very passionate about the shit that I have in terms of vehicles. You know, I ride a fucking Harley Davidson. I drive a big ass Dodge Ram truck. Both of them are like the way I fucking made them, you know, not like God made them. It's like I made them because I've been kitting those motherfuckers out, and I've been sort of pimping them out throughout my whole entire, you know, the time that I've had them. Like they're all custom. Like my bike is fully customized. My truck is fully customized. Even the interior of the fucking truck is fully customized by me. So I really like my stuff. And I told him, listen, if there's a car brand, like car care brand, that's going to be talking to me directly, it's gotta have like a bit of my fucking DNA in it. You know, it's like
It's got to be something.
yeah, it's got to be something that speaks to me.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, well, what would that be? And I'm like, dude, like, I feel like, you know, I'm a fucking badass. I've been a badass all my fucking life. And I don't want no pussy ass pinkish shit that I'm going to be spraying on my car and it's smelling like bubble gum. I want something real. I want something fucking macho, manly, you know, something that would talk to me. So then it was easy from that point. It was like, hey, well, why don't we just fucking do a brand together? We've got a factory, we've got a lab, and you got all this fucking badass energy coming out of you. So that is how Badass Labs was created.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
the name.
badass and the labs.
Badass
and the labs.
Yeah. So that's how we came up with the name. I mean, I don't know. It still sounds good to me, man.
No,
Like,
it sounds really good, like compared to everything else, which is generic and
yeah,
on the
Sonax
market.
and all
Yeah,
that shit.
it's been a while, like since something new came and changed things a little bit.
That's true. That's
this
true.
is
I
what
mean,
we're doing.
it's got this dynamic. Anyway, that's covering the first part. Okay,
Yeah.
so the first part was coming up with a brand name. Then we had to come up with a product. So we were like, what the fuck is going to be the first product? You know, we got the name, we got the brand name. What's going to be the first product? So
And we don't want to do anything that anybody else has done so
that
far.
is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we wanted like something to put us on the map, not like do another aroma that's not
Yeah.
going to be bubble gum, but it's going to be what we say is going to be
Tobacco or something.
tobacco
yeah.
or like something bad like leather tobacco
leather
and
tobacco.
gasoline, you
Gas-
know, something fucking badass like that. So anyway, it wasn't going to be this. So we thought we want something that is going to clean your fucking ride. It's going to protect it. It's going to last long. It's going to make it shinier. It's going to save it from everything around that, so you don't have to wash it that often. It's got to be something that's like an all-in-one solution so your fucking ride looks better.
No,
So-
your point was, I distinctly remember, I am really passionate about this, but I do not want to spend like 4 hours on a car wash, washing my car part 1, part 2, part 3. Like,
goddamn right I don't,
you
man.
need a box of like 20 products to
No.
wash a car. Like even your house, you need 2 products, but for this, it's unbelievable. So we sat down and we said, okay, we're going to do an all-in-one, which usually when somebody says do an all-in-one doesn't go well. But okay, we were persistent, let's call it. And we had that point of we got to develop this. It's got to be a protectant, a cleaner, a shinier, let's call it. Like
Yeah,
it's got to
something that's glossier.
yeah,
something,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. And it's got to work
sparkle.
on everything. Like
That's right.
It's got to work on every part. So we went back. Like we said, okay.
That's it. Yeah. That's when they went back to Croatia. We stayed in. It was that was the birth of the idea. After that, there was some time. You went back. I stayed home, and then you go on.
We had the idea, and the development was basically like anything else. It was a lot of testing. It was test this, test that, test this, test a dozen formulas. And fortunately for us, our head of R&D has been with us for 15 years, and he's really good in car care. But as Todor said, we suck in branding. So
Yes, you do.
we got some ideas, but we tested something out, but we still felt like we needed something.
That's it. This is when I had this. We were in Croatia, in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
office,
Yeah, yeah.
where I had the epiphany. Is that how you say it? Epiphany?
It is an
It is
epiphany, yeah.
Epiphany. It was like,
Eureka.
Like the aura just came over me, and I was like, and okay, so I'm just gonna hit the keyword here, and you guys just listen afterwards. So the keyword is graphene. Okay, and I'm going to elaborate and explain a little bit about what the fuck it is. So anyway, I've been obsessed with this new material called graphene. You know, I never thought about it like in terms of car care or anything like this, but I've been reading up on it, and it's so, like, you guys Google it. I'm not going to give you a graphene lecture here because it's just so
cool.
Incredible.
Yeah,
it's like it's not from Earth. It's like it came from some
kryptonite.
It's like from some other planet.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking properties that this material has are incredible. Like it's 200 times stronger than structured steel. It's like
it can stretch.
97.3% transparent. Like you can't see it. Like a layer, like one atom fucking layer covers a whole football field. It's just crazy material. So it's the main key points here are that it's very strong, very durable, and last but not least, transparent. So I thought if we use this in a car care product, in something that's protecting your ride, and it's transparent so it doesn't hurt like the paintwork that you got, it doesn't make it darker, or it doesn't make it duller, it just keeps it shiny and cool. I thought this is gonna be cool. So I dropped that bomb there. You guys had no fucking idea what the fuck that was.
I was sitting like across the table and I was, how the fuck will I do anything with this? It's something that's new. It's not on the market. Nothing like this exists. And I got this guy coming in and telling me, you got to put this. This is the game changer. This is this is that. And I'm like,
it wasn't exactly like that. It was like more like, hey, there's this fucking material. If we make this work, if we make like
it's
this
a game
blend
changer,
into this product, it's going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
So this is how it started. So then he said, dude, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck this is gonna work, but I'll go back to the R&D team. I'll tell them. We'll see what happens. You know. So that's how.
That's where we started with the graphene.
Yeah.
So our trip towards finding a graphene was, I'll say, one of the hardest things I have to do, like in the company. And I've been with the company since I was a kid. It was talking to people who produce like these graphene
But
things.
hold on. You're going a step further. Like, I think the game changer was the dude that just started working in your R&D team.
No, he came after our meeting. Like,
did he?
Yeah, he came after our meeting. So we started like pushing these emails out, and like people were saying, "This is you know what? It's not gonna work. It doesn't work." So we, in any case, we had to hire a guy for an addition to the R&D team, and I kid you not, I did not know this. He applied for the job, he got the job, and we're sitting in one of these R&D meetings, and I'm talking like, listen, so we got this product, there's high potential, etc., etc., etc. So we wanna do like we wanna add graphene inside, but not as a gimmick, but an actual thing, like that actually works, that it gives it.
All right, check this out now. This is the crazy part.
And the guy's sitting like at the end of the table, and he's like, yeah, Arian, you know what? I did my master thesis in graphene, and I'm like, this is like 1 in a billion with a big B chance. Like, who does a master thesis in graphene? I checked, actually, and it's not a lot of people.
It's not a lot of people, man. It's not that fucking popular. That's it.
And he's sitting and he says, like, what you're trying to do here, in theory, like thin theory, it's possible. But, like, it's going to be a long shot. And I said, okay, so you're off of any other project, you're doing this and nothing else. Like, you're doing this and you're focused on this.
Well, dude, actually, the way you fucking told it to me was like, all right, I spoke to this guy. He said it's fucking impossible. You know, so you maybe fucking made it sound.
I'm in sales.
I got to me, man. But like, he came back to me. He said, listen, long story short, this guy started working for us. He did his master fucking thesis on graphene. He looked at it. He said, "In theory, it can work, but in the real world,
it's not.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Never in a million fucking years. It's not gonna work." You know. So he popped my fucking bubble. I went back to my hole, and I was like, "Shit, that's not gonna work, obviously." But he said, "Yeah, we're gonna try some things out, see if it works." All right. So you started the experiments.
We started the experiments. Like, we got like 3-4 samples of graphene, and we started the experiments, and it just ended up like, you can imagine, it just fell on the bottom of the bottle, curled up in a little ball. You could put it out, and just throw it away.
Yeah, by the way, this is the thing about graphene. The molecules of graphene love each other so much that whatever you fucking put them in, they just go.
Yeah.
And they just bundle together in a little ball on the bottom of the bottle. So yeah, that was problem number 1.
That was problem 0.
Problem number 8.
Yeah, because whatever we tried, like it just we couldn't even get it to combine itself and be in
with
the formula.
Else, yeah.
Let alone it actually doing something in the product itself, and not just as a gimmick. So the guy from R&D said, okay, I'm gonna go through my list of every lab in the world we worked with, and let's then just see who you contacted already, and who you didn't. So we went and sent out like
Was
20
that like graphene suppliers or what?
Yeah, I mean, graphene, it's used for many different things, but it now is going into industrial, let's say, use in the mass manufacturing. So we send a dozen emails.
By the way, hold on. While you're talking about this, all I wanted to say here is we have the product right here in this lab bottle, and you can really, you guys can't see this, but like you can really see the graphene is like on the bottom, because still, if the bottle is still, it still falls down on the bottle.
That's why you shake to activate.
Everything. So that is why, like, this is the bottle here. We have this little badge that says shake to activate. You really need to shake it up. Like, I'll do this here. So close your eyes, man. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm telling you. I've done this before. Come here, Arian.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, you shake the bottle up, and then the molecules, see, it's not there anymore. You guys can't see it from there, but anyway, the molecules of the graphene bond with every other element in there whenever you shake it, so you have a good few minutes after you shake it to actually apply it. You know? So that's
it's actually hours before it again disappears and dissolves. So anyway, like you
were searching for
sending emails
graphene.
And nothing. And then a Canadian company replies like, you guys
Those guys are really nice guys, by the way. Canadians,
amazing.
best guys ever. Seriously.
Best guys.
Very polite, very nice.
Not like us.
Not like us.
So they send an email back saying like, okay, you are doing something so crazy that it actually might work. And I'm like, who replies on an email like that? And they just said, let's do a call. And we spoke to them and we said, yeah, we want to do this. And they said, yeah, people are using it for many different things. In order to get it to do what you want it to do, we gotta tweak it a little bit, but it is possible. So we had to change the formula of the product. They gave us the graphene samples and everything else. And like the main thing they said, just tell us how much scratch protect you want us to achieve, like with the graphene. So we got it, we tweaked the formula, we put it in, and the first result was like we just put it in and it fell down like here. And I was like, okay, this was the last company on the list. There's no way.
Fuck this.
So we have a call with them, and the guy is sitting, like there's some guy on a call in the corner of the table, not actively.
Right.
And he's like, why didn't you just shake it? I'm like, what? Shake it, it's gonna combine. You have a few hours for it to work.
Man, you need a scientist to tell you that?
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. You got some really good guys working in your R&D team, man. Why don't you just shake it?
Why didn't you just shake it? Like, no, we spent it, like we did everything, but you gotta, like,
oh my God.
It's unbelievable. Like, if you were to use a lab thing, like to shake it or put it something, it's not gonna combine. When you shake it, there's enough force in a small bottle that it actually shake it.
Yeah, got you.
All
right, so hold on. That's the company. I think it's worth saying.
Yeah.
The company in Canada is actually called Nano Explore, and it's a company which specializes in that exact thing. They create different types of graphene molecules and mixtures to work in different industrial environments for different sort of things.
Yeah.
And the graphene that they suggested to us is a patented formula of graphene by them, which is called Graphene 0X. And the crazy thing about Graphene 0X is that it's so fine, like so thin, that it's really able to mix with everything else, because otherwise if it's just a little bit more,
the molecules would be too big.
If they're too big, then it doesn't work. It won't mix with anything else. But because they're so fine, they're like, I don't know, like a lot finer than powdered sugar. I don't even know what to say.
You remember, it's like when you
it's
walk with it.
It's always to do with food with me. So the finest thing that I can think of right now is powdered sugar.
No, powdered sugar, it's like sand compared to graphene. Basically.
Man, look at this. It's still not.
Yeah.
I thought it would fall
No.
Like, look at it. It's so
and
foggy.
the whole thing changes the color.
It changed its color. It
because
went from,
it's like this.
It went from transparent to like a solid sort of green color with everything in it. That's pretty cool.
Shake to activate.
Shake to activate. Is that what we called it?
Yeah. No, it's in German.
Oh no. Yeah. It's right now. It's Vorgebracht Struten. Yeah, I can't do it. Anyway, so to move on, we created a really cool product. But this, by the way, the aim of this podcast is not really for us to advertise what we've done. The idea here is what we spoke in the previous sort of few episodes of the podcast of how if you have an idea and how you take it to market. It's a long process sometimes, but we got to tell you like how we did the marketing around it now and how it's actually working out, because we are only in the first month of running this.
Yeah.
We're running it with only affiliate marketing right now, and it's doing really good. So after we had the product, which is this, we had the label and everything, the Nanoshield 3-layer graphene formula, blah, blah, blah. We got the cool triggers, cool bottles. We had to really add some value to the product because we checked out the market. By the way, for the 3 years that we were in development, we for sure were not the first graphene car care product out there, which was the dumbest mistake. And it's what I've been telling you before. If you have something good in your hands, don't try to perfect it. Get it out there, because we ended up being, let's say, like the third company that's coming out with a graphene car care product. Anyway, what makes us different right now is we actually got these. We checked out the competition. We ordered some samples from the competition, and what we actually got.
I ordered like 100. I ordered everything I could find online, basically.
And what made these fuckers look alike?
They're all the same. There's nothing to the packaging. There's nothing to the story. There's nothing to the whole from A to Z thing.
They come in a fucking plastic bag.
Yeah.
And that's it. So we decided that we're not only going to be different with our product, but and talking about this product, this is something that I've been doing through the years for all the products that I've ever launched. You know, you have to give the customer a really good experience whenever he's trying out your product. So first of all, we made this nice box. You open up the box, you know, inside we have a little cool leaflet of how to use it. There's like step 1, step 2, step 3. Even on the back, we have a QR code, and whenever you scan it, you get a video of how you actually do that stuff. Another cool thing, that's the actual product. It comes packed like this. You get like this trigger that you put on yourself, because it's like whatever if the product travels with the trigger, a lot of the times these things leak out, and it's not cool, so it's not working out well. And we decided all the other brands were selling like their microfiber towels separately.
Yeah.
You need to get them out. We decided to have, because you really need to be doing this with 2 microfiber towels. One should be wet with the product whenever you're applying it, and the other one is just for buffing out. So we did this cool branding on these microfibers.
And they're different. Like the step 1 is totally different to the step 2 in terms of...
That's right. Well, you tell them a little bit more about that, because I'm not that into microfiber. Yeah,
I thought you were. Every night before you go to bed, don't you read about them?
I'm into lingerie.
Oh, really?
These things, yeah.
Oh, God. So the step 1, the thing that we wanted to achieve is that it can absorb a lot of product, and that it can actually cover a high area, like within the size that it is. All right. So the material used here is something that it's used actually for special cloths which are used in the textile industry, like for some machines or something. So the supplier told us like, okay, this is much more advanced, much more expensive, etc., etc. And we just said like, doesn't really matter, we have to have this. And the step 2 is the one that dries out 3 times more than a regular microfiber cloth. Like it can absorb a lot of water. So yeah, the blue one.
Wow. Shit, I never knew that, by the way.
Yeah, it's totally different. Like in
now
the
that you said it there, man, like I've never taken the time to even... Okay. All right. Nice.
And of course, we did the branding and the step 1, step 2, and everything.
Yeah, so, making it easy.
Because like whenever I bought the other brands, the other samples, whatever, you could buy the microfiber cloth, but you couldn't buy one. You could buy only a pack of like 20, and you had to pay $30 for it. And then you had the microfiber cloths. You would use them once, and you could throw them away. Like they would get so rough that it's impossible to use on a second go. So what we did is like get a much better cloth, put it in the package, and it can be washed 100 times. And it's just the customer experience, because if you buy something and you feel forced that you have to use something, you're not going to buy it the second time.
That's true, man. That's true. Well, anyway, this is something that I've always, because I've been going around and I've been preaching that shit in universities as well. That I've been a lecturer in a few universities when it comes to e-com and stuff like that. It's about giving the customer or your customer, whenever you're building a brand, give them an experience which they're going to be talking about with their friends, because the people that we're aiming this product to are more or less, they're car enthusiasts. Yeah. They're not your average Joe that drives a Ford Fiesta or something that he doesn't really care about the car. Yeah. These are guys that love their rides, and these guys have friends like them. You know, you tend to connect with people that you have things to talk about. Yeah. And give them something to talk about. You know, like tell them about this fucking product. Tell them the way you received it. They're like, oh, you got this product from this and this brand, and how did it come? Oh, it came in a plastic bag. Well, motherfucker, I got Nanoshield, and it came into this cool box. I had this instruction manual. I got these two awesome cloths.
Shit, I forgot. Well, you remember how we actually, the first thing what we spoke about, the box?
Wow.
People buy these products, and they put them in the back of the car, right?
All right.
And you drive around, and what happens? They leak. This was the best thing about it. You put the product in, you put the cloths in after you use it, and you just put it anywhere. And you have a transport thing for yourself in the car itself.
I don't remember talking about that, but if you say so, it sounds good. This is like a medical kit for your car.
It's a medical kit for your car. That's exactly what it is.
You got it there. You got it in there. And so as already said, the cool thing is about it, we're live with this product now, and we've already done like 5,000 units have gone out within the first month of the starting of the sale. So I would classify this. I mean, I've been into e-com a lot. You know, we've had products that sell like 10,000 units a month, 20,000 units a month, but never a product that sells 5,000 units in the first month. Yeah. You know, like nobody knows about this shit, and people are already buying it like hotcakes. So yeah, this is, I guess the moral of the story here is pull the trigger. We were way too late with pulling the trigger on this one. Yeah. We were trying to make it perfect for way too long than we had to. I mean, we had our ups and downs, like finding the best sort of graphene to go in there, R&D, back and forth, different types of formulas, testing this, testing that. That's a process that you can't skip. But I can't put my hand on my heart and say that, you know,
this is the best we could have done.
This is the best we could have done. I mean, we could have had this product out within 12 months, not within 36 months if we focused on it. Yeah. So if we did focus on it, we could have had it live and running. Right now, we would probably be dominating the whole car care industry in Europe, at least. You know, like there's big guys like chemical guys in the US, for instance. These guys, I fucking love these guys. This is what, you know, this is where we want to be someday, because these guys are really good. But, you know, in Europe, we could have kicked ass in Europe really hard by now. We still got to kick ass, but, you know, it's going to be harder.
And a little later.
Yeah. It's going to be harder and it's going to be later, but it's happening. So that's it, guys. This is I wanted to follow up on the other few podcasts that we've had, like in the last sort of 2 weeks, where we've been talking about like getting an idea, developing it further. And as Arian has come to Eastern Europe for a little trip, I thought it would be a good time to sort of use this, get him to sit down here and tell you guys the story about like the Badass Labs and the Nanoshield product that we are coming out with. And I hope you like it. Sorry?
Our outlet. Yeah.
We're not coming out with it. It's already out. I mean, I've been talking about this for so long that we're coming out with this product. We're coming out. I've been talking about it like that for so long that for me, it's still a surprise that it's already running and it's doing really good.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. Thank you for being part of this. I hope you liked it. And once again, if there's anything you want to ask or anything you want to say or You want to swear at us and say that we're assholes, just go ahead and do this in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in next episode.
Ciao.